Well, Mattel pumped out some more shit, so I might as well talk about it, right? As I'm sure some of you know, they made an entirely new line for this called the Reimagined collection, which is essentially the Legacy collection and 93 Classic line mixed together, I think. A lot of people are giving a ton of high praise to this figure, which I can kind of understand. It's not a bad figure by any means. I've definitely seen worse come out of the company. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers might recognize that this figure is a reissue of that 2018 Carnotaurus we got. It uses a lot of the same body proportions, but this time it's made of real feel rubber, which is amazing. Right? I know some people who don't like the Mattel rubber very well because it is very flimsy, which I understand. It isn't as firm as those older figures that, you know, a ton of Jurassic collectors will 100% recognize. That all being said, though, the paint is pretty good. It does go down the tail, although not all the way, ironically, as well as having a random white patch of paint under the neck for whatever reason. I know that they're trying to emulate the original, but if they were, why not just, like, paint down to the chest at least, instead of having a random patch of skin lift up for an app that no one uses? I'm not the first to point it out, but I also wish they would have maybe included some capture gear or maybe some battle damage. That would have been really awesome to see, but no. Instead, weirdly enough, we get electronics for whatever reason. Even though the original was not electronic at all, they decided to include it on this figure. Why? I feel like it would have been cheaper to just print out some, you know, capture gear parts or maybe even a battle damage piece instead of electronics, but hey, what do I know? But hey, if I use my reimagination, I can pretend the little skin flap piece is battle damage. That's to say if I ignore the scan tag, but hey, half the time it doesn't even come on there anyway.
Did they forget to put the scan code in my T-Rex?
Like I said, I definitely expected much, much worse whenever I saw they were going to make a new line. This figure is not that bad, but it still could have been a lot better in my opinion. And I have not even mentioned yet the fucking price tag for this, because Jesus Christ. I talked really highly about the Alti-Spinax that Mattel made because of the fact that I thought that it was a very well-detailed figure. I thought the paint on that figure was really good, and the action feature was okay. These two figures are the exact same price, and I don't understand why. I know the rubber that you guys use is not that expensive because your Sped Rex is less than they usually are. To no one's shock, I'm probably not going to buy this figure at first. I'm probably going to wait till it goes on a clearance deal because I think anything over $25 for this figure is ridiculous. And I would also say that that's probably the biggest flaw the figure has is the ridiculous price tag. It is not worth this much. And if the Red Rex is anything to go off of, yeah, this guy's going to be going on clearance pretty fucking quick. And that's all I got to say about the Demon Carnotaurus figure that they're making. It's overall okay. It's held back by a couple of things, specifically the price, but other than that, I would say, yeah, it's alright. Please go watch my Engine Dinosaur Profile show. It give me money. Love you.